Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ashley. I'm owner and principal designer here at Authentic Design Studio. And in today's video, I am going to share with you 3 things that you can implement in your home that will really take it up to the next level and break that cookie cutter interior, because that's not what we're about. We are all about being more authentic and not having a home that's just like our next door neighbors. So if that's all of interest to you, then I want you to know that you're in the right place, because all we talk about here is interior design. And if that is something that you don't want to miss out on, be sure to hit the subscribe and notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. We post about once a week. Number 1 on the list is lighting. Your light fixtures really go a long ways when it comes to making an impact on your home and just the overall feel that it gives off. A lot of the times when you have maybe purchased a spec home, or you've gone with a spec builder, or maybe you have just an older home and you're looking to kind of add a couple of things to really make it feel more current without breaking the bank, then I would highly recommend that you take a look at your light fixtures. Now, for a spec home with a spec builder, oftentimes they have what's called the included package, or also referred to as the builder grade package. And those are really like the bottom of the barrel light fixtures that don't really cost much at all. And they don't cost much at all because they have no uniqueness to them and they don't really provide any character whatsoever. So by changing out your builder grade light fixtures, it's really going to make the difference, and it's going to go the distance when it comes to your budget and what you are investing in the home. When you're sourcing light fixtures, here are some tips that you can take into consideration. Your light fixtures do not need to be all matching, okay? In fact, everything that you do in your home, down to your furniture, does not have to be matching. In fact, it's actually going to just make more of an impact again if you don't have that uniformed feel, and if you just have all of these more eclectic pieces that really showcase a curated and beautifully designed space. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're sourcing your light fixtures. They don't all have to be the same finish either. You can do gold in your bathroom, you can do stainless in your kitchen, and maybe black in your dining room. Second on the list is mirrors. Now, if you have a mirror in your home that goes from one end of the vanity to the other and it takes up that whole wall, I want you to rip it out. I want you to just get rid of it. If you break it, it's fine. You'll only have 6 years of bad luck. Just kidding. But no, really, if you take it down, it's going to give you so many more options that you can use to just really, again, go the distance with your home. And what I mean by that is, by eliminating your big piece of mirror, you can now do some organic, abstract types of mirrors, maybe even some round ones or a smaller rectangle. And then how you fill the space behind those more appropriate scaled mirrors with your vanity and your sink, how you fill up that space behind it is you bring in some texturing. So that can be a backsplash, a tile backsplash, or maybe even it's a peel and stick backsplash, depending on your budget. It could even be some wallpaper, or one of my favorites, some millwork. So that could be some shiplap that would look really pretty. It would give it some interest and some texture and just go the distance for you. Now, third on the list is going to be your cabinetry hardware. This is another small one that I feel like oftentimes people overlook because it is such a small one, but in design, I'm a firm believer in all of the little details, because they are what really go the distance for your overall aesthetic. So if you're not familiar with different types of cabinetry hardware, I wanted to show you guys 2 different options. You have what's called your pulls. These can go vertical, or you can also see them go horizontal. And then you also have your knobs. Now, with your pulls, you're gonna wanna measure from hole to hole so that you don't get too big or too small of a pole, because they do come in a variety of lengths. But one thing that I want to call out when talking about hardware is that it's really fun to mix and match. So you can do a combination of pulls and knobs, or maybe it's latches and pulls. Really, the options are endless, and I would say the more variety you can bring in, just again, the more of those tiny details you've paid attention to, which will translate into your overall design. You can also do different finishes. So what I mean when I say that, I don't mean to do in your kitchen, let's say. I don't mean to do black knobs and gold pulls. I think that that is very trendy and it's not very timeless. But what I am saying is you could do maybe gold or brass in your kitchen, and then maybe you do stainless steel in your primary bathroom, and maybe you do some leather pulls in the guest bathroom. You don't have to make them all the same finish, and you also don't have to make them all the same style. So you could go with this style in your kitchen, and then you could do something that's maybe a little bit more modern, or just a different type of flair in those other areas. Again, I mean, these are just a few small changes that don't have to really break the bank. Lighting can get pretty expensive, so depending on what your budget is, you can kind of go crazy there. But I would say anything that you can do that's not a part of that builder grade or standard fixture, it's really going to go the distance for you, and it will be worth your money. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also to go ahead and drop a message in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys, and maybe you can share with me what are some things that you plan on doing to elevate your home, either before the end of the year or going into the next year. Go ahead and drop them in the comments below, and that's going to be it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.